I'll second the motion. Any further comments on the motion? Anything from the public? Yes, Attorney Dewhurst?
Commissioner, I was just wondering with respect to these policies, are these for the commissioners or are these for the county department heads?
County department
officials?
These are for everybody here on the complex.
To follow?
Yeah.
And I guess I'm just not clear, but were these noticed that these were going to be reviewed or were under review for change?
We have talked about these for almost a month. I did not want to bring them up for a vote until all three commissioners were here, and that's why we're bringing them up today. A third commissioner may be leaving on vacation, so I just wanted to get it straightened out and either voted up or down today. Do you have any comments regarding that policy?
Well, this is the first I'm hearing of it, so
right.
I just didn't know if that was the way policy was presented for public review or for department input. That's just so we could comment on that.
Maybe we should send it first to all the department heads to read it, and then.
Okay.
And
it's
then.
Not my intent to impede the process, Commissioner, but I just,
Yeah.
if we were going to make these, that
Yeah.
would be binding
Maybe.
upon the officials and the elected officials. I just would like to be able to comment intelligently.
Okay, we can do that.
Because I mean, they would affect on, in our management departments, how they process normal expenditures, and I just would want their input in order to give you our input on it.
I see where you're going and where you're coming from. My concern is the delegation is going to do or could do something similar. They have talked about it, but we are responsible for the budget within the county. And so it's a lot easier for elected officials and department heads to come to us to get that approved versus going to the delegation. And any time we anticipate going over, that means we have to call a delegation meeting, which means more expense and so forth. So, you have a comment, Mr. Albee?
Yeah, two things. First, and I think Attorney Dewhurst would agree with me, the delegation may want to do something similar, but short of legislation and an RSA being formatted, they're not going to be able to do it.
That's a bill that's in
right.
Concord now.
So the time frame to get that through is going to be a little longer than what I think
Right.
Attorney Dewhurst is looking for.
Correct.
Comment. The other thing I think it's important now that we're out there on YouTube is that these are policies that you're talking about. You don't have the ability as a board of commissioners to obligate future boards of commissions to anything other than what's in the RSAs. So each time the commission wants to revisit this, they can.
Oh, yeah,
And
sure.
any new board of commissioners that comes about in the future can revisit these issues because
Mhm.
you can't obligate them to live by rules that you set up today, short of a change in the law.
Well, I would say that these go into effect until there's a change made, which a change can be made by new commissioners. Correct. Any further comment?
Other than, I
Okay.
wouldn't want to impede your process, I just, if we could quickly know about them, and then at your next meeting, have any input, and that's all I would recommend, but other
Okay.
than if you feel you have to do it today, I just-
Now we,
I have no further-
hopefully, all three of us will be here next week. We'll give you a week to look at them.
Well, it just seems that this has been a point of contention, at least from my following the public
Yeah.
comment, I guess, in the past, and these have been very important points of contention. I just think it may, if we get everyone's input into it and then look at the statutes, that we
Mhm.
can come up with a good decision.
Okay, thank you for your
The
comment.
board with it, anyways.
Yeah.
I guess my last comment would be, given the, or who I understand to be the authors of this supposed legislation that might be coming forward, I certainly would hope that the commission would be prepared to go to court to protect the commission from
Mhm.
overstepping delegates out there in the world.
Okay, let me read the second one. No elected or appointed county officer shall pay or agree to pay or incur any liability for the payment of any sum of money for which the county convention has made no specific appropriation after the budget is approved. Number 3, if an amount appropriated for a specific purpose will not be used in whole or in part for such purpose, then the county commissioners may use such amounts to augment other appropriations. What this says is that if you go over a line item, we have the ability to take it from another line item. Number 4 is no current revenue will be spent except grants received for a particular purpose. That may need a little more clarification. I think the intent here is that if there's revenue that comes in, and I think I gave the example of campfire wood, we can't take that revenue and automatically spend it for a wood processor to do the campfire wood.
I think you're gonna have a real problem with your enterprise fund, with the way you've worded that. Because as we both know, there's a significant amount of revenue that comes and goes
Right.
to the nursing home in order to operate the nursing home.
Right?
If you're gonna put all the revenue into the bank until the end of the year or whenever you wanna spend it, I think you're gonna have some cash flow issues.
But I think that's where it goes. Presently, any revenue that's generated by the nursing home goes into the bank. It's not used
Okay,
to
let's say
offset.
But yes, it
Go ahead.
is, because let's say you have a person with insurance, and you bill their insurance company this month for their stay in the nursing home. That revenue is going to come in as a payment from the insurance company, and that revenue is going to then be spent in the operation of the nursing home, and that will go on day after day after
All
day.
right.
So I think you might
We'll
wanna-
check on that.
Might want to have to look at that,
God, we miss him.
unless it operates differently from any other business operation.
Okay, any other further comments regarding those 4 items? Okay, we'll check on that, and we will bring it up again next week. We'll share it with department heads, and hopefully vote on it next week. Any further comments from the general public before we go into a non-public session with Robin Reed and
No, I
the
think this is Tom DeHurst and
jails.
Jason Johnson.
what's that?
Tom DeHurst and Jason Johnson, is that agenda?
Yeah, we have a,
You folks
This
speak up, please.
Yeah, I can hardly hear you too.
this does not, our agenda does not conform to what is actually the agenda. There's something additional that we don't have on our agenda.
The secret meeting.
A secret meeting, okay.
Great.
No, it's downstairs it's posted downstairs, but that's not what we have an earlier, a copy.
Okay, so we're gonna go into non-public session for Jason Johnson, and that deals with what, Jason? What's the reason?
The policies and procedures.
Policy and procedures to run the county county jail,
Yes, sir.
okay?
You know what Robin Reed is? For what is Robin
I
Reed?
don't know.
Okay.
Hold on, Mr. Chairman.
Yes.
So then,
Where does procedures at the jail come under non-public?
Policies,
Legal contracts, land transactions, I don't remember what the other 4 are, but I don't remember a discussion of
Security. security.
and liability of somebody. I don't remember policies, discussion of
If the policies pertain to security of the county jail, then it would fall under that?
Well, I don't think it does, but I'll give it to you because I don't think it's a good idea that
Well, if it-
inmates might know the system from watching this, so.
True, true. County attorney, would you,
I would also expand that, Commissioner, to include legal consultation with commissioners concerning the legal review of said policy.
okay,
And therefore, it wouldn't require the actual non-public, but would be non-public.
okay, thank you.
The exemption.
All right, with that said, any further public input?
Yes.
Go ahead.
You took a vote on the TV contract.
Correct.
I'm not sure how Commissioner Kenny voted. Was it a 2-to-1 vote or a 3-0 vote?
No, it was, it passed 3.
3-0.
3-0.
Yes.
Thank you.
Any further?
Nope.
Any further public input from anybody?
Eva, you want to tell me what the non-public is for Robin? So I'll just put it in.
You can start to put them,
Pardon?
you can start to put them, we just need.
I guess it would be personnel.
Okay.
them for the one. I make a motion to go into non-public legal consultation.
I'll second it. All those in support of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, so voted.
Roll call vote, Commissioner Kenny, yes. Commissioner Solomon,
Yes.
Commissioner Sorensen,
Yes. So voted.